Hi and welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how you can create your own business labels in Microsoft Word. This is mainly about getting that layout perfectly because you're obviously going to have your own designs. So the first thing we have is your page. Now if we go up to layout, we can go up to this icon here that says size. Click on the drop down and you can see we've got a number of options for your page size. So it's important to establish how big your page is, and that's vital, otherwise your labels aren't going to come out correctly. So my label page is A4, so nice and simple. So I'm going to click on A4 and then I'm going to go to mailings and I'm going to start with this button here that says start mail merge. Click on the drop down and you can see we've got an option here called labels. Click on that and this is where the fun starts. If you click on this arrow here, we have so many different options of labels all the way through here. Now, if I was to click on one, you can see we have further options here, literally hundreds of them. But as I click through them, you'll be able to see the height and width of the label that is tied to this design. Now, obviously a label isn't necessarily 11.7 centimeters high and the width. You're looking for something a little bit more around this sort of 3 to 4 centimeters high and 6 centimeters wide. So you can click through these and try and find the one that you want. However, I find the best thing is to actually measure your particular design. So if we go to details, or you can go to new label. So this really importantly is where you can create your own label design, because I've not been able to find one that fits my labels on my A4 page. So I'm just going to name this at the top here, new A4 labels. And then I'm going to go through having measured my piece of paper. So my top margin, which is the top between the top of your piece of paper and the top of your first label. So mine is 1.5. And then we're going to go to the side margin. So side margin here is from the edge of your paper to the edge of your first label. Mine is 1 centimeter. Then my label height over here, 3 centimeters. And then my label width is going to be 6 centimeters. And press enter. Now the vertical pitch, you can see here, vertical pitch is from the distance from the top of the label below to the top of the original label. So it's easing for that gap. So vertical pitch, I've got 3.3, which will take into account a 3 millimeter gap. So your label height is 3. If you've got a 3 millimeter gap, your vertical pitch is 3.3 centimeters. Then your horizontal pitch is exactly the same, but in the opposite direction. So obviously my label is 6 centimeters. If my label is right up against it, then again, this will be 6 centimeters. But if there is a gap, like mine with 3 millimeters, you put in 6.3 millimeters. This comes down to the amount of labels on your page. So I need 3 labels across my page and I need 8 labels down, and you can see at the moment it's landscape. I need to change that to portrait. Just click on A4, click OK, and then you can see we've got new A4 labels, so you can use this design over and over. And click OK. So now we have our labels laid out. Now you can see, and I've done this deliberately, we've got a little bit of an extra gap on the right here. So you can see your labels aren't quite right. So if we go to the top left and then press delete, you can go back up to mailings, back up to start merge, back up to labels. Now don't forget you've already done this. So go to details. And now you can start customizing. So all the information is in here, just need to make a few little adjustments. So let's go to side margin, we put it 1 centimeter. Let's try 1.5. Click OK, click OK again. And you can see the bigger gap is this side and the smaller gap is this side. So we need to take these down to about 0.2. Click OK again, and we slightly even things out. So if you do make a mistake, it's really easy to go back in and make a slight adjustment if those labels don't fit. Now, unfortunately, to make this work, you do need to remove all of these little words here. That will only take a minute. Just select and delete. Okay, so now we're going to look at our design. Now, the way in which we can have our design so that it fits all of these squares perfectly is to go up to Insert, go up to Shapes, go to Square, then click and draw out a square that fits perfectly within that table. We're going to go to Shape Fill and select No Fill, and now we've got this outline around the edge. So that's the outline showing us our actual size. So what we can do then is when we copy and paste everything, we can simply make sure it's lined up perfectly with the other squares. There's a quick way to do the alignment, but let me show you how to insert all of your assets first. So for the logo, don't select the box, just go to Insert, Picture, Picture from File, select a logo of your choice. I'm going to select this one here, click Insert, and then once you've inserted something into Word, go to Wrap Text and select In Front of Text, reduce the size of it. Once you're happy, you can pop it into here. Now, depending on whether your margins are equal or not will depend on how you align this image to this square. So you can see there's no real margin at the top here, and there's a margin at the bottom. So if I was to select the square, holding down my Command or Control key to select them both, you'd think that I would want these two lines to line up perfectly by going to Align to Middle, which they now do. But if I deselect, you can see it's not quite in the middle because those margins weren't the same. So a lot of the time you have to do this by eye depending on how your logo sits. So you can do that with your logo. If you want some additional text, the easiest way to do it is go to Insert, Text Box, Draw Text Box, click and draw out a text box. I'm just going to put in here my text. Deselect it. Here you can see we've got another black border line and we've actually got a white background. Let's get rid of both of those. Select it. Make sure you're on Shape Format. Click on the drop down and select No Outline, Shape Fill and select No Fill. And then you can change the font, go to the Home tab, click on the drop down, let's say we select this one here. Increase the font size using this tool here. And then all we need to do is to move it over onto our design. Now I'm just going to pop it up here. This is not a design video. This is purely to show you the techniques. So this doesn't look great. I'm aware of that, but I'm just going to show you how this works. If you want to select images, text, logos, then I'm just showing you how to do that and copy and paste it. So now when you've got everything inside your label, select everything by holding down that Command or Control key, go to Picture Format at the top, go to this icon here and select Group. This is now all one group, and now we can copy and paste it. To do that, you can just simply hold down your Alt or Option key, click and drag. So now we can move this over to our next space, and you can use those arrow keys to make sure it's perfect. Don't worry, you don't have to do this to all of them. Do the same, Alt or Option key, click and drag it out. And once again, let's just move that over with our arrow keys. So now you can see they're all perfectly fitted to my labels. What I need to do now is select them all, holding down that Command or Control key again. Then we can go to Picture Format, we can go to Group, select Group, and now we can just copy and paste this group. And once again, we can use our arrow keys to move them over so they're perfectly on those dotted lines. Now you can continue to do that, or you can select both of these two groups, go to Group, select Group again, and then you can copy and paste this group. Once again, using your arrow keys to move it into the correct position, copy and paste again, and carry on doing that until you've got all of your designs in. And then I'm going to come back at the end and show you how to get rid of all of these black lines. Perfect. So you might want to keep these black lines, but they probably won't coordinate with the edge of your labels particularly well, but you can try it if you want to. So now I'm going to select everything. You can see we've got all of these in clumps of groups. go to picture format, go to ungroup, and then click ungroup again. So now they're all individually ungrouped. Go to shape format, and then here we've got the outline tool. Click on the drop down and select no outline. Deselect. And now you've got all of your designs on all of your labels, but you haven't got the black outline, which we use to place them beautifully within each label. So I really hope that's helped you today. If it has, please like and subscribe, and have a great day.